We live in a world where many of us are constantly being disrespected, overlooked, and taken for granted because we allow others to dictate our values. So many times this disrespect, negativity, and judgment often come from the people we trust or the ones who think they're entitled to our time, energy, and approval. But what if I told you that respect is something you claim? It's not a favor granted by someone else. Today I'm going to share 10 powerful steps that, when implemented, will ensure that you never have to endure disrespect again. The moment you shift your mindset, claim your worth, and stop seeking validation from others, everything changes, and so does the way people treat you. You will start living in a way where your presence is felt, your voice is heard, and your worth is non-negotiable. These aren't just motivational insights, but they are actionable strategies that will transform your mindset and elevate your presence. So if you're tired of feeling overlooked, underappreciated, or disregarded, it's time to show the world who's boss. Grab your seat and be attentive as I take you through the principles that will ensure no one disrespects you ever again. Let's get started. 1. Know your worth. The first step to ensuring that you never get disrespected is to know your worth. Knowing your worth means recognizing your strengths, talents, and the qualities that make you who you are. It means accepting that you have something special to offer the world, and you should never feel pressured to change or compromise just to fit someone else's idea of perfection. Write down what you love about yourself, your achievements, your dreams, and even the challenges you have overcome. This simple act of self-reflection can remind you that you are enough just as you are. You don't need anyone else to validate your importance because your worth comes from within. So when someone undermines you, remember that their words reflect their limitations, not your worth. When you know your worth, you no longer accept behaviors from others that undermine it. You stop tolerating disrespect, whether from family, friends, colleagues, or strangers. Recall those times you've compromised, toned down your success, or felt the need to explain yourself just to fit in or seek validation. Today, those habits end. The next time someone disrespects you, don't internalize it. Remember that their disrespect has nothing to do with you. When you truly believe in your own values, you become strong enough to stand up for yourself, set clear boundaries, and let go of those who do not treat you with the respect you deserve. So start today. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am valuable, I am powerful, and I deserve nothing less than respect. Let this affirmation echo in every aspect of your life. When you truly know your worth, disrespect simply ceases to exist because you've taken away the power from those who would try to diminish you. 2. Set unbreakable boundaries. The next step in commanding respect is establishing unbreakable boundaries. Boundaries are not about building walls around yourself. They're about defining the space where your energy, emotions, and time are sacred. When you set clear limits, you prevent those who seek to drain you from encroaching on your life. Boundaries act as your personal rules, signaling to everyone that you value yourself enough to protect your well-being. They create a safe space where you can thrive without interference from negativity. Ask yourself, who in your life respects your time and energy? Who uplifts you rather than drains you? These are the people you want close, and everyone else, those who try to take advantage of your kindness, must be held accountable. Setting boundaries requires clarity and courage. It means saying no when you're asked to give more than you can offer. It means distancing yourself from toxic relationships, whether they be personal or professional. When you establish these limits, you're sending a powerful message. You will not allow anyone to undermine your worth. Boundaries also help you manage your expectations. They remind you that it's okay to prioritize your needs. You don't have to explain every decision or justify your actions. Instead, your boundaries become a silent declaration of your self-respect. They protect you from the relentless demands of those who fail to appreciate your value. To set effective boundaries, start small. Define what is acceptable and what isn't in various aspects of your life. Practice asserting these limits consistently. When you do, you create an environment where respect is the norm. Remember, your boundaries are your fortress. They shield you from the constant barrage of demands and negativity. As you become more adept at enforcing them, you'll notice a remarkable transformation in how others treat you. They'll begin to mirror the respect you've set for yourself. Today, take a stand. Decide what you will and will not tolerate and communicate those limits clearly. Your peace of mind and well-being depend on it. 3. Stop explaining yourself. One of the most draining habits we can cultivate is the need to constantly explain ourselves. When you over-explain, you give away your power. The truth is, you do not owe anyone a detailed account of your decisions, your dreams, or your personal growth. The moment you begin justifying your actions to those who don't understand your vision, you start to lose control of your narrative. Consider this. Every time you explain yourself, you open the door to doubt and criticism. People who are already set in their opinions will twist your words, making you feel as though you must constantly defend who you are. This is not a battle worth fighting, because no amount of explanation can change the mindset of those who aren't willing to see your true value. When you stop explaining, you start living your life unapologetically. You realize that your actions speak far louder than any words ever could. True respect comes from confidence. Confidence that doesn't need to be justified. Instead of getting tangled in endless explanations, focus on living your truth. Let your results be the evidence of your worth. When you cease to explain, you set a powerful precedent. You signal that you are so secure in your identity that you have nothing to prove. This not only conserves your energy, but also forces others to confront their own insecurities. They begin to understand that if you're unwilling to explain yourself, perhaps it's because you know you are already enough. So the next time someone questions your choices or demands an explanation, take a deep breath and simply hold your silence. You don't owe anyone a justification for your growth or the journey you're on. Embrace the power of not explaining and watch how your inner strength transforms into an aura of unwavering self-assurance. Remember, silence is not a sign of weakness, but an indication of self-respect and confidence that no one can undermine. 4th, stop seeking validation. Our society teaches us to seek approval from others from a very young age. But the truth is that striving for universal acceptance is a recipe for exhaustion. When you base your self-worth on external validation, you become a prisoner of other people's opinions. The moment you stop seeking validation, you unlock the freedom to live authentically and fully on your own terms. Imagine a life where you don't feel compelled to please everyone around you. A life where you trust your instincts and make decisions based on what feels right, not what will earn the most praise. This is the power of letting go of approval. When you understand that you are not here to be liked by everyone, you begin to build a fortress of inner strength. By releasing the need for constant validation, you reclaim your power. No longer will you be swayed by the fleeting opinions of others. Instead, your self-worth will be rooted in the deep, unshakable belief that you are enough just as you are. When you stop chasing approval, you start living for yourself, nurturing your dreams, pursuing your passions, and setting boundaries that reflect your true value. It's important to remember that the journey towards self-approval is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Every time you choose to trust your own judgment over the opinions of others, you reinforce your autonomy. You remind yourself that your value is inherent, independent of any external measure. Today, make a promise to yourself. No more bending over backward to please those who don't understand you. Embrace your uniqueness and let your authentic self shine. The more you focus on your truth, the less you'll be influenced by negativity and criticism. This shift in perspective is not just liberating, it's transformative. It allows you to channel your energy into meaningful pursuits and builds a resilient, self-sustaining confidence that can weather any storm. So stand tall and let go of the need for approval. You are not here to meet someone else's standards. You're here to set your own. Trust in your journey and remember that the only approval you truly need is your own. 5. Project quiet confidence. Your presence speaks volumes before you even utter a word. Projecting quiet confidence is a skill that empowers you to command respect effortlessly. This isn't about being loud or flashy. It's about embodying an inner strength that radiates through your posture, your gaze, and your demeanor. When you walk into a room with quiet confidence, you signal to the world that you know your worth. Stand tall with your shoulders back and hold your head high. Let your eyes reflect the certainty that you belong exactly where you are. This simple shift in body language transforms the way others perceive you. Instead of appearing hesitant or unsure, you become a beacon of self-assured power. Confidence isn't just about physical presence. It's about the energy you carry. Speak clearly and with conviction. When you express your ideas, do so with the certainty that your words have value. Avoid the common pitfalls of diluting your message with qualifiers like "I think" or "maybe." Instead, state your thoughts firmly and allow your silence to emphasize the weight of your words. Remember, the most respected individuals aren't necessarily the loudest in the room. They are the ones who exude calm authority and unwavering belief in themselves. They don't waste time justifying their presence or over-explaining their actions. Their quiet confidence commands attention and respect, and it naturally draws others toward them. Practice this every day. Whether you're in a meeting, having a casual conversation, or even walking down the street, remind yourself to embody this confidence. Feel the power in your stance, the determination in your step, and the clarity in your expression. Over time, this practice will not only elevate how others see you, but will also reinforce your own belief in your abilities. Projecting quiet confidence is an ongoing journey. Each day is an opportunity to refine your presence, to speak with purpose, and to live unapologetically. Embrace this power and let your inner strength shine through in every interaction. With each step, you solidify your position as someone who commands respect without asking for it. 6. Work in silence and let your results speak. In a world obsessed with constant chatter and social media broadcasts, the true power lies in working quietly and letting your results do the talking. When you guard your dreams and focus on execution rather than public validation, you create an environment where tangible success naturally follows. Announcing your plans too early often invites unwanted opinions and criticism. Instead, protect your vision by keeping your progress under wraps until the moment is right. This strategy isn't about secrecy. It's about avoiding the distractions and negativity that come with public scrutiny. When you work in silence, you channel every ounce of energy into your goals, free from the noise of external judgment. Focus on tangible actions. Every step you take toward your dream should be a testament to your commitment. As you consistently put in the work, results begin to accumulate, and success becomes undeniable. When people finally notice, they aren't influenced by empty words. They are compelled by the undeniable evidence of your achievements. Working in silence also protects your peace of mind. By not broadcasting every detail, you shield yourself from jealousy, negativity, and the pressure to constantly perform for an audience. This focused energy creates an unshakable foundation on which you build your future. It's about prioritizing long-term success over short-lived applause. Let your achievements speak for themselves. When your results are visible, they carry a weight that no amount of explanation ever could. The quiet power of your work speaks volumes about your dedication and expertise. It forces others to recognize your abilities without the need for endless justification. Today, commit to letting your actions define you. Embrace the discipline of working in silence, knowing that every effort you make is a step toward building an unassailable legacy. Focus on the process, trust in your journey, and know that success, when it comes, will be your ultimate validation. In this space of quiet focus, you not only protect your dreams, but also transform them into reality. 7. Cut off energy drainers immediately. Your energy is precious. It is the fuel that propels you toward success. One of the most critical decisions you can make is to immediately cut off those who drain your energy. Toxic people and negative environments can sap your strength, distract you from your goals, and diminish your self-worth. Recognize that you have the right to choose who is allowed in your inner circle. Take a hard look at the relationships in your life. Identify those who consistently bring you down, whether through constant negativity, manipulation, or simply an inability to appreciate your value. These individuals do not deserve a space in your journey to success. Instead, they act as obstacles, draining your vitality and hindering your progress. Cutting them off isn't about being harsh. It's about self-preservation. It's about understanding that your time and energy are too valuable to be wasted on those who offer nothing but distraction and despair. When you decide to cut off energy drainers, you are sending a clear message. You value your well-being above the fleeting comforts of familiarity. This decision may be challenging, but it is necessary. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, uplift you, and support your vision. Embrace relationships that fuel your drive, not deplete it. Learn to recognize the signs of energy drain. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with certain people. If you leave a conversation feeling depleted, anxious, or unappreciated, it's a signal to reevaluate that relationship. There is power in walking away from what no longer serves you, and by doing so, you create space for relationships that foster growth and positivity. Remember, cutting off energy drainers is an act of self-respect. It demonstrates that you are serious about protecting your peace and prioritizing your journey. Trust that as you remove these toxic influences, you'll attract individuals who genuinely contribute to your success and well-being. Today, stand firm in your decision. Refuse to let anyone rob you of your energy. Your future, your dreams, and your success depend on it. 8. Master the art of walking away. One of the most potent expressions of self-respect is knowing when to walk away. Mastering the art of leaving toxic situations, whether they be unfulfilling relationships, draining jobs, or environments that no longer serve you, is a skill that speaks volumes about your self-worth. Walking away is not an act of defeat. It is a powerful assertion that you deserve better. When you choose to leave something or someone who does not honor your value, you reclaim control over your life. It's about understanding that your time, energy, and peace are too precious to be squandered on what no longer contributes to your growth. Embrace the truth. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay. Some people are only there for a season, offering lessons that eventually propel you toward a brighter future. When you recognize that you're being held back by those who cannot appreciate your true worth, make the decision to move forward without them. The strength it takes to walk away is immense. It's a testament to your inner resilience and a refusal to settle for anything less than you deserve. Consider the freedom that comes with walking away. With each step you take, you shed the weight of unnecessary drama, negativity, and disrespect. This act clears the path for new opportunities, relationships that honor you, and experiences that align with your vision. Yes, there may be moments of doubt or loneliness, but these are temporary. In time, you will realize that the choice to walk away was the catalyst for your personal evolution. Today, commit to recognizing when it's time to leave behind what no longer serves you. Trust that by walking away, you are not losing, but rather gaining the space to flourish. Embrace the strength that comes from making a choice based solely on self-respect, and let your decision empower you to create a life filled with genuine, uplifting connections. Stand tall, and let your walkaway be a testament to the uncompromising value you place on yourself. 9. Harness the power of silence. In a world filled with noise, choosing silence can be your greatest asset. Harnessing the power of silence means opting not to engage in fruitless arguments, endless explanations, or battles that drain your spirit. Instead, let your calm, quiet demeanor speak volumes. When you remain silent in the face of provocation, you take away the power from those who seek to control your emotions. Silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a deliberate, strategic choice that demonstrates inner strength. It shows that you are above the need to justify yourself and that your self-worth is not up for debate. Instead of reacting impulsively, you maintain composure, letting your actions and your focused energy do the talking. This practice not only preserves your peace, but also forces others to confront their insecurities. By mastering silence, you create an aura of mystery and authority. People begin to realize that your calm presence is not open to manipulation. Your silence becomes a shield that protects your energy, allowing you to conserve it for pursuits that truly matter. In every moment of quiet, you are reinforcing the fact that you value yourself enough to not engage in drama or negativity. Embrace the strategic use of silence in your daily interactions. When faced with criticism or unwarranted opinions, pause, breathe, and let your silence affirm your strength. It's a powerful reminder that not every battle needs to be fought, and sometimes the best response is a no response at all. Let your silence be a declaration that you are in control, that you're confident enough to let your actions speak for themselves, and that you refuse to lower yourself to petty disputes. Today, choose silence as your ally. Allow it to fortify your resolve, preserve your energy, and underscore your unwavering self-respect. In silence, you'll find clarity, strength, and the kind of power that demands respect without uttering a single word. 10. Embrace your authenticity and live unapologetically. At the heart of commanding respect lies the unshakable commitment to live authentically. Embracing your true self means rejecting the notion of molding your identity to fit the expectations of others. It's about accepting every facet of who you are, your strengths, your flaws, your dreams, and standing by that truth unapologetically. Living authentically starts with a deep understanding that your worth isn't defined by external validation. When you align your actions with your inner values, you cultivate a life that resonates with genuine purpose. Authenticity is magnetic. It draws the right people to you and repels those who fail to see your true value. This journey requires courage, the courage to be vulnerable, to risk judgment, and to face rejection. But remember, every moment spent trying to fit in or change for others is a moment lost in the pursuit of your true potential. Instead, embrace your uniqueness and let it shine. When you live unapologetically, you set a precedent. You will not compromise your essence for the sake of pleasing others. This is your time to own your story. Every experience, every challenge, and every victory is a testament to your resilience. Your authenticity is the foundation upon which you build your legacy. It empowers you to set boundaries, to stand firm in your beliefs, and to command respect without uttering a word of apology. As you move forward, remind yourself daily that you are enough just as you are. Cultivate the strength to ignore the noise and the courage to pursue what sets your soul on fire. When you live authentically, you create a life that not only attracts success, but also radiates the kind of respect that comes from being true to yourself. Today, commit to embracing your authentic self. Let go of the need for external validation and trust in the unique gifts you bring to this world. Live unapologetically with unwavering confidence and watch as the world begins to give you the respect you so deeply deserve. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. If you're ready to implement the principles I have talked about, comment, "I refuse to be disrespected." Remember, respect starts with you. When you command your worth, set boundaries, and live authentically, no one will ever dare disrespect you again.